Who are you?
Geralt the Witcher, a friend.
And we'll see.
And you?
Yaren, I speak for the lumberjacks.
Can we talk?
Speak.
Are you responsible for the logging?
No, we scare off woodpeckers. Of course we're responsible. We're lumberjacks.
Work for yourselves or someone else?
We're independent, though we secure orders from merchants like Luvarden. We get weeks of work and a decent return.
You the chief lumberjack?
Yes. Without me, these lazy lads wouldn't know when to piss. Him with a moustache. No matter what I do, he still pisses in his boots.
I see you keep a tight rein.
With danger around, you need discipline. I rule with an iron fist, so they can return home safely. Most will.
Don't you fear working in such a dangerous area?
These men need the gold, so they take the risk. You can't have pork if you don't kill the piglet.
Do these trees have special value?
The remains of a primeval forest. Rare species. They make excellent wainscoting.
Get along with the locals?
Nothing but a bunch of deviants. The brickmakers babble about their lords and the underwater world, and the druids don't like the trees being felled.
Any jobs for a witcher?
Despite the danger, the beasts leave us alone.
So nothing?
Perhaps. For someone willing to take a risk.
I'm listening.
But the begotic plant should be blooming in the swamp.
I understand it's valuable.
The drug it makes is. Collect some blossoms and we could both earn a little.
I wade through mud, face danger, then we split the profit?
You don't know what begotip looks like, nor where to sell it.
Okay. Let's play herbalist.
Great. Begotip blossoms look like red orchids. Clumps grow throughout the swamp. Sell them to the ferryman. Ask those living in the swamp if you can't find any.
I'll deliver the flowers to the ferryman as soon as I find them.
What do you want?
Yaren sends his greetings. I have the herbs.
Finally.
Here, 5 beggartic blossoms, as agreed.
400 orans and give my best to Yaren.
I'll be sure to.
Speak.
The ferryman paid me for the herbs.
About time.
Here's your share.
Real pleasure doing business, Witcher.
Likewise, Yaren. Any jobs for a witcher?
Listen, monsters have made the route to Vizima difficult, and those fish people are bothering me.
You want me to clear the road and get rid of the Vodianoi?
Yes. We're low on supplies. Trouble isn't the word for it if you don't get rid of them quickly. I'll pay generously.
Tell me more about these monsters.
Mainly...
The Waterlords and I.
The tree fellers grow uneasy about the Vodianoi.
Vodianoi?
The lumberjacks think the waterlords threaten them.
The Waterlords grant mercy to those who recognize the truth of their mission. The woodcutters have naught to fear.
I'll negotiate with them, but I'll need your help.
The woodcutters should lay down their weapons as a sign of peace. Offer their leader's axe unto the Waterlords. Humble yourself before them. If the lords see no falsity in your heart, they will lift you up, and the woodcutters need fear no more. But first, you must last the night in a sign of humility.
Okay. How do I communicate with Vodianoi?
We know little of the lord's language. We communicate through objects we conceal in the altar. We receive answers after a lord has visited.
Why do you worship the fish people?
Speak with reverence about the lords.
Sorry.
We believe the world emerged from the waters which will engulf the world once more. The dry lands birthed all evil. The Waterlords are divine beings who have retained ancient wisdom, but beneath them lies the one God, the creator of all, the dweller of the deep, the one who will come in anger.
What kind of god is he?
A god above all gods. I cannot speak of him with the uninitiated.
Where's the altar?
By the oven, between the clay pits.
Why do you place items on the altar?
You are not one of us. Contact the lords and acknowledge their power.
Yes, I wish to believe.
You can gain favor by placing plants on the altar as sacrifice.
What else do you leave?
Brews and incense. When placed on the altar, our ill recover miraculously.
What else?
Avoid gifts unpleasing to the lords. All that harms life-giving waters.
I'll be careful.
All trappings of dry land signify resentment.
Farewell.
Speak.
The brickmaker's elders claims you can negotiate with the Vodyanoi.
Negotiate? Are you daft?
It's worth it, if only to avoid revenge for the massacre you're asking for.
What am I supposed to do? Croak like a frog?
Give me your axe. I'll take it as a sign of peace.
You're testing me. But we'll take the chance.
I'll take the axe to the fish people and return with their response.
Speak.
I've cleared the road to the landing. It's safe.
I knew I could count on you. And the fish people?
The Vodyanoi accepted your sacrifice and gave an amulet in return. The fish people should leave you alone now.
Your reward, Witcher?
The water lords and I.
Let's discuss a job.
Please help. One of our children is missing. The boy has always returned quickly until now.
Perhaps the water beast ate him.
Blasphemy. The druids must have him to transform into a dryad.
All right, I'll look for the boy. Gnawed human bones? Brains? I'm gonna puke.
This would be my home.
Is that skull and brain human?
Yes.
And the meat?
That too.
Plates. A mug.
That don't get agitated. Listen to my reasons.
What reasons might a cannibal have?
You look pale. Care to eat something?
I'm looking for a child, the brickmaker's little boy.
What are you implying?
Just asking if you've seen him.
Well, I don't know anything about that. And I don't like children.
I find that hard to believe. Why do you eat human flesh?
Well, I enjoy it. It has health-giving qualities, and it tastes like chicken. A pound of human flesh provides the equivalent of...
Spare me.
Well, you asked. I do follow certain rules. For instance, I never consume children.
Truly praiseworthy.
Well, no need for sarcasm. Well, occasionally I polish up a druid or a brickmaker, but I especially savour elf meat. It's aromatic, naturally infused with scents of roots and spices.
What about dwarf meat?
Well, veiny and stringy. I believed I tasted it once, but in truth I'm unsure it was dwarf meat. To my embarrassment, I was forced to fight a drowner for it. The bloody scrap that was my share had little to identify it.
Enough.
As you wish, I'll say no more.
You don't deserve to live.
Well, you can always kill me, but I'm of greater use alive. I've vast knowledge and I know this swamp well. I could be of assistance to you.
Like I believe you. You'll flee as soon as I leave.
No, I'm too old to run again. I'd not deceive you. You've come to the swamp on an important mission. Completing it must be of greater import than one old monster. And mark me, I hold answers to many questions.
Fine. You'll live, for now.
Thank you. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll grant you a potion recipe.
That could be useful.
What is it?
Aren't those wyverns?
Wyverns, indeed.
How did you master them?
Tamed them through hard work. I guarantee they're not drugged or their wings clipped. See for yourself.
Any accidents?
Only the fool who tried to brush a wyvern's teeth.
I see.
Any other questions?
I seek a boy missing from the brickmaker's village.
I've not seen him.
The brickmakers claim you changed children into dryads.
Fools! Only adults are accepted here. Children would only trouble us. As for dryads, ask them yourself.
Farewell.
Gwynblade.
Gwynblade. What's that mean?
White Wolf.
You know me?
Your name precedes you.
You may know more than me. I remember nothing of my past.
Some things are better forgotten. Nevertheless, I do feel sorry for you.
Can you help?
Sadly, no. Perhaps my sisters from Brokilon could help, but they are far away.
Tell me about Brokilon.
Brokilon is the Dryad homeland, a wilderness untouched by humans. Those surrounding Brokilon wish to claim our forests, and thus humans and Dryads fight continuously along the borders.
Who is winning?
Our archers are matchless, but how long can we resist the brute force that rendered humans the world's rulers?
So you agree with the elves and dwarves fighting for independence?
Those children? They have long forgotten the struggle's meaning, craving blood and revenge, having only contempt for humans. They fail to see they begin to resemble the humans themselves. We merely defend our home, Gwynblade, and have no ambition of driving humans into the sea.
Why don't you reach a compromise with the humans?
Ha! You treat concessions as weaknesses and believe acts of goodwill are traps. You will never accept our otherness.
Tell me about your lives.
Brokilon is our home, Ithlin our lady. We live in harmony with the forest, flowing through the thickets and knowing the forest's secrets.
Are you happy?
Like humans, we have joys and sorrows, though our end is near. The war with the humans continues, and our numbers diminish.
What are you doing here?
'Tis a secret. Though I'm taking the chance to visit this grove of old, beautiful trees.
I seek a boy. The brickmakers claim druids seized him to transform him into a dryad.
Only girls can be dryads, no boys here.
Just wanted to make sure.
I would show you where young dryads come from, but
Yes?
I wish to remain faithful to the Brokilon tradition. We only take in men to procreate, and just the strong and agile. We want the girls born of their seed to inherit their father's fortitude.
I've been accused of many things, but lack of physical prowess is not among them.
I believe you. But the ritual requires a man to prove himself a skilled hunter. Bring me a wolf's pelt. You have proved yourself a skilled hunter. Yet one obstacle remains.
What's that?
Witchers are sterile. We dryads don't acknowledge intimacy without procreation.
Intimacy without procreation can be good.
How?
Sex relieves stress, improving body and mind.
We dryads must be vigilant and agile to defend our home. And my body demands love.
Would you like to be with me?
Yes, for the day.
Come.
The water lords and I.
The druids didn't take your boy. If I find him, I'll see to his safe return.
The boy is gone. A warning to all. We must prepare.
Prepare for what?
The water lords and I.
Farewell.
Welcome to the Druid's Grove, traveller.
Greetings.
Marvellous place. I come here when I need to think, and the peacefulness helps clear my mind. Even a witcher is welcome here.
One more word about my accepting my otherness and finding the home I never had, and I'll cry like a baby.
Sarcasm only serves to expose your inhibitions.
Ooh, an elven psychoanalyst.
I spent decades among humans. I find your kind as complicated as the schematics of a flail.
Decades? Live that long among humans, you're bound to become more like them than you ever wanted to be.
Are you speaking from experience, Monster Slayer?
A sharp wit. I'm Geralt.
My name's Yavin.
Let's talk.
Yes.
What can you tell me about your kind? What makes you elves tick?
Let us pray beneath the trees, for the trampled heather, for blood that has been shed, for fate that has been destroyed.
I'm not sure I'm understanding this.
For death inflicted by sword, for the pain of others and our own.
I'm looking for witcher's work.
Then I'll ask you a favor. I need a letter delivered to Vizima, where I'm not welcome. As a witcher, you should find little difficulty tending to monsters on the way and avoiding trouble with the guards at the city gates.
Who's the letter to?
I'd be obliged if you could deliver it to Vivaldi, a dwarf living in town, and then return his reply to me.
I'll do it. I'm going to Vizima anyway.
Thank you.
What is it, Witcher?
I have a letter signed by Yevon, leader of a band of squirrels. Might interest the authorities.
Show me.
Here.
Interesting. Thoroughly civic behavior, Witcher. Surprising for an My thanks. Here's your reward.
Thanks. I killed the Archospore in the swamp. I have proof.
What the hell is this? Huh. The hideous things that roam this earth. That's 400 Oren's reward.
Many problems in town?
Bandits, monsters, the plague, and you.
Right.
What is it?
I can't find Yevon. What happened to him?
He left to join other elves in the swamp.
Where can I find him?
I wouldn't know.
Ah, Witcher.
You've been busy. A training camp?
We must train to fight effectively.
Really think this band of warriors can accomplish something?
Can a few stones turn into an avalanche? Can an entire city burn down from just one spark? No need to answer. We both know the truth. Yes.
What are you preparing for?
None of your concern, Witcher. But you're no fool. Think hard. Perhaps you'll figure it out.
An uprising against humans? What if I inform the authorities?
Correction. We aim to win the war we're fighting, not start an uprising. And worry about your informing on us? A non-human yourself? Humans will take you no more seriously than they do us. And even if they do listen, we are prepared. So well, in fact, that nothing can stop us. Vizima will burn soon.
I hope I'll be far away when it begins.
Knowing you, we'll doubtless meet in battle. Question is, which side will you choose?
My own.
Naive as a child, you'll find it impossible to remain neutral in a war.
Time will tell.
Yes.
Yevon, I didn't deliver your letter.
If not for other circumstances, our conversation will be drastically different now.
What circumstances?
You put your otherness on display, but I see nothing but a small, lousy douane, like all the rest. I've no time for you, Vort.
Oh! Geralt? By the eternal fire, it's good to see you.
What happened?
An Echinops thorn pains me under my greave. I fear I cannot walk. We were seeking the golem burial ground. Some fool, may the eternal fire illuminate the darkness of his mind, was ranting on about mosquitoes and golems when the cursed plant shot me with its thorn. Ouch!
You should get someone to dress that wound.
No time for trivial matters. Elves and hawkers are dealing at the burial ground. My duty was to eliminate the hawkers and the Scoia'tael, chopping off all the Hydra's heads in one fell swoop.
Guess the Hydra got a reprieve.
It was a direct order from the Grand Master. Help me. I'll appoint you commander of my unit.
I'm a Witcher, not a soldier.
I believe in you, Geralt. Nothing occurs without cause. The eternal fire has given you both honor and responsibility.
Don't get excited, Siegfried.
We truly need your assistance.
All right, I'll lead your knights.
I thank you. The elves and hawkers are meeting at the golem burial ground. Strike forcefully with confidence. May the eternal fire lead you. It might not be a bad idea to imbibe one of your potions.
Of course. And one more thing. Who are these hawkers?
Rare criminals who supply weapons to the Scoia'tael. Their name derives from the Elven word for ravenous greed.
Die, you rogue!
Ow! Geralt? By the eternal fire, it's good to see you.
So I led your knights to the golem burial ground.
How did the battle end?
Now it's an elven burial ground. Your knights fought well. There were no hawkers, though. The squirrels ambushed us.
You'll be rewarded for your dedication. The Order takes care of its friends.
I don't doubt that.
I'll prove it. I investigated those who attacked us in the sewers.
And?
They're quite interested in witches. Another appeared in Vizima before you.
Berengar.
Indeed. I determined he fell into Salamandra's hands. Be careful. They may want you as well.
So Berengar is alive. This is getting interesting. Thank you, Siegfried.
Friends need to help each other.
The Water Lords and I.
Kalkstein, an alchemist, claims you know about the tower's mage and its sentry.
A powerful sorcerer once lived in the swamp, an apprentice his only companion. All changed when a woman entered his life.
A fairy tale beginning.
But the end differs, for a wicked woman she was. He fulfilled all her wishes and she took advantage of his might.
Who was the woman?
Unimportant.
I'm listening.
Blind love spelled the mage's demise. He called upon forces he could not control and died.
What about the guard?
The mage's lover could tell fortunes, and the mage created a deck of extraordinary tarot cards. He illustrated a future event on each card.
And?
Golems guarded the mage's dwelling. Those spared the ravages of time survive at the cemetery, where they remain motionless.
One of them is the guard?
Yes, the most powerful golem acted as sentry. The tower card depicts how the golem can be revived. In turn, this will open the tower anew. Take this card. I no longer need it.
Yes?
I seek the Sephiroth stones. I haven't yet located them all. I thought you might know such art and oddities.
I once purchased one for its magical potential, which turned out false. And I paid a mage a costly sum for the examination.
Then would you sell it to me?
Sell my Tipparath? I'm rather fond of it.
I'll give you a good price.
500 orens?
I didn't think it was worth so much. But all right.
I wear Tipparath as an amulet. We can deal right now.
I have 500 orens, though it's quite a price to pay for a stone.
I sadly relinquish it, but my reputation would suffer, as would my business if I did not deal. The Sephira is yours.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
Vasca helped me locate the tower tarot card. It describes how to wake the sentry.
Let's see this card. Interesting. Much depends on interpretation, but I think I understand. Alchemists find it easier to understand other alchemists.
Enlighten me.
The sentry can only be woken if it's near the tower, which it is, and by using a lightning rod.
A lightning rod?
The drawing depicts a man in a crown, a reference to King Herman the Mad.
Who's Herman the Mad?
Herman used to ascend a tower during storms and insult the gods. A hostile faction carried out a coup by removing the lightning rod from the tower.
An interesting story.
You'll need a device that attracts and conducts lightning. Put plainly, a solid metal rod. A good smith should be able to forge one for a decent price.
What next?
Yes, we'll need a thunderstorm, but I have no idea how to make Mother Nature cooperate.
I'll think of something.
When you have everything, attach the lightning rod to the sentry. Energy from the lightning bolt will revive the golem.
What next?
No idea, but you'll manage. If you kill the golem, you'll be able to make a rare potion requiring his heart. Here's the formula.
We'll see.
Human come to see a non-human. You need something.
I'm not entirely human. And yes, you might have something I need.
Malcolm Stein. Not a better blacksmith in all Vizima.
Nice workshop. You must be proud. But where's your equipment?
They took it! Those sons of bitches. Now I must rent if I want to work.
Thieves?
No, worse. Damn city officials. Slap me with taxes on running a non-human business. Trading in non-human goods. How the hell do they imagine I'll forge things for humans? I'm a bleeding dwarf. Strange coincidence, too. That character connected with the altar recently acquired new Mahakam and anvils, strangely similar to my own.
Will you sell me your wares?
Zoltan praised you, so we can trade. If you care to buy something, see my apprentice. I do the forging and handle special orders.
Would you make me a lightning rod? A long metal?
I know what one is. We used them in Mahakam when humans still prayed to storms. You haven't learnt much about lightning rods since.
Can you make a lightning rod?
Are you trying to offend me, or can't you control what you say? I can, for 50 orens.
Deal.
Come back later. Need something?
The lightning rod?
It's ready. 50 orens.
50 orens, like we agreed.
Who are you?
A witcher.
Well, well. I thought Leo Bonhart had disposed of your kind.
Never heard of him.
Nor will you again. We all, in this profession, eventually meet someone better than us.
What profession is that?
Bounty hunter. What brings you here?
Who was Bonhart?
Old Leo was a legend. In some ways, he was like you. He killed without emotion. Just like you would kill a lame drowner. He was the best. Tall, slim, and one gaze from those empty eyes could break a man.
Was he a mage?
No. He slew some witchers. Those who riled the peasants. Magic tricks and witchers' reflexes proved useless against him.
But he's dead. As they say, he hit a harder rock than he was himself.
Yes. Take care, Witcher.
Farewell.
What is it?
You druids control nature's forces, right?
No, we cannot. Rather, we live by its rhythms.
You train wild animals, and you can stir up a storm?
No, I mean yes, but not by force.
Well, I need a tempest with thunder and lightning. Can you create one?
I can, but as I said...
I'll pay. Call it a donation toward the prevention of further devastation of the environment.
500 orens.
That's too much.
Things are getting more expensive, and we have to live somehow.
Here's 500 orens. I await my storm.
It's no easy feat. I'm no common mage, harnessing storms with absurd stone posts.
What posts?
Anyone magical can activate the 3 stone posts at the Golem burial ground. They attract lightning.
Maybe I can use the posts to wake the golem.
Fortunately, that creature stands beyond the post's range. Experimenting with nature's forces can only bring misfortune.
How are the posts activated?
Touch them while intending to attract a storm. But danger abounds. A careless instant can cost your life.
I'll be careful. Farewell.
I know your intention, Witcher, and I would prepare. Imbibe some of those potions, for you'll need them.
A witcher without potions is half a witcher, druid.